Mercedes-Benz has a winter driving academy in northern Sweden, in Lapland, and they decided to add another academy, and they've decided to place it right here on Lake Winnipeg in Gimli, Manitoba. And this is the very first year. Actually, we're the very last people getting to drive on this lake this year, but they've made plans for next year, and the reason we're showing you this is it's a lot of fun. So what they have are CLA AMGs. They also have the C-Class, the C63 AMG, and the CLA 45 AMG for us to drive here today. So we're going to go out on 300 acres of frozen racetrack, 7 kilometers long, and have some fun in some AMG cars. All right, we're in the CLA 63S. This is the 577 horsepower large sedan. It's all-wheel drive, and we've had a few reconnaissance laps already. And first of all, what an incredible facility. Over 300 acres of just pure fun. All right, so the track is clear. Now they've got it set. The interesting thing is it's set in the softest shock setting so the car can pivot over on itself, and you want to get transition of power. Now this is much harder than it looks. So you have to initiate a little bit of brake, get the car rotated, put the power down. We're driving around here in third gear in manual mode. Brake, rotate the car, get it going, hold the drift, hold it. And you know, the engine has so much torque and so much power, you're barely using it to get that back end to step out. But once you get the dance, and it really is a dance, you feel like a rock star. It really is so much fun to have. See, we can get almost past 90 degrees and the all-wheel drive system just pulls you around. Now these are studded tires on ice, but it's amazing, you know, on sheet ice how much grip you actually have. So we got a good drift now, good angle. Hold it with the power, hold it with the power. A little bit of steering angle, a little more power to step out. This is a lot of fun. So we're not using all of the power in this car at all, but the fact that it has so much bottom end grunt from the bi-turbo V8, it can just get the back wheels to step out at any time, and also, you know, get you out of a situation. It can power you through. Hold it, hold it, hold it, power, 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 power. All right, that's fun. So they started building this this track in December of last year, and here we are the end of February, and we're the last people to use it. They probably could push it longer. You know, in Manitoba it's pretty cold, as you know, but they don't want to risk it. The ice is actually 1 meter thick here, which is more than enough to land a large jetliner. You could actually land a large jetliner on this. That's how thick the ice is. Okay, now we're going out on a different circuit in the C63S. Now, this is only rear-wheel drive, and we've had a reconnaissance lap already, and there is a marked difference in the amount of skill you need to drive just a rear-wheel drive car. And but when you get it right, boy, does it ever feel good. So you put a little bit of brake on into the corner, add power, and then if you can get that balance just right, boy, you can just make this car dance in the corners. It sure is a lot of fun. And this is the one that I like the best. We have 3 different models to drive here today. The CLS, we went first. We've got the C-Class, and then we're going to have the CLA 45 AMG, which is all-wheel drive car as well. But this is just the right size for me. I just love this weight and power. And I like the rear-wheel drive because if you can get it right, as I mentioned, boy, it is very rewarding. And the sound of this engine is so nice. The thing is, when you get it wrong, you can get it wrong, like I just did. Spin! Clear. You are on ice and you are on a lake, so it definitely can happen. But like I said, when you get that pivot just right and you get the power on and you get the car to hold through a corner like now. So this is a longer sweeper here. This is good. This is good. This is really good. Now, when you think of an AMG car, often most people don't think of the CLA. But yes, it has an AMG hand-built engine under the hood with a whopping 375 horsepower from a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. That's pretty incredible. And of all of the people that have been coming through this event, the instructors tell us that this is the car that most people like the best because it's kind of more forgiving. Doesn't have as much horsepower. You can modulate the throttle a little easier. Some of the more powerful cars, you just get a little throttle input and you can have the back end snapping around. This one is a little bit more forgiving, and plus it's all-wheel drive car as well. So this course we're on for this one is much more narrow and a lot of back and forth from side to side. So you definitely can still get sideways like that. Ouch. Spin.
I see you there. Backhand, go ahead.
It happens to the best of us. Or the worst of us. No one's saying I'm great. I've done lots of racetrack stuff, but I got to tell you, this is the first time I've really done ice driving. So, you know, having grown up in Canada, I've definitely driven plenty of cars with rear-wheel drive in the winter, but this is sort of a whole different level and a lot of fun, I gotta tell you. You know what's interesting? You know, driving on the ice is a lot like golf. You know, you have one golf game and everything goes well and you think, oh, I've mastered golf. Then the next time you go and you can't hit a ball straight. And it's the same with this. You have one lap around and you're like, oh yeah, this is good, I've got this. And then the next lap around, you're like, no, I haven't got it yet. So I can totally see if you come here for 3 days, probably by the 3rd day, you're doing much, much more consistent laps and getting, you know, the slip angle just right. But yeah, it's something you definitely have to practice. And when you think you got it, that's when it comes and bites you. You spin me right round. Right round, baby, right round, round. You should get the 80s on 8 going. Dead or alive, you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. Hey! So what does it cost to take part in this event? If you think about this, it sounds like a lot of money, but when you break it down, it's actually a very good deal. It's just $4,000 for 3 days. That includes picking up at the airport in Winnipeg, transferred to Gimli, you get your hotel, your meals, your fuel, the cars, and first-class instruction. Plus, they've made this beautiful facility for you to have some fun for $4,000. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. And this was chosen here in Gimli because it's a great proximity for anybody in the country to fly to Winnipeg, and it's pretty much always cold in this part of the world. So if you're interested, go to the Mercedes-Benz website to find out more, and maybe we'll see you here on the ice next year.